I am Rehna Fasludeen, and my thesis project is a community recreation center in Kakanad. My idea was to create a project that adds to the mental, emotional, and physical well being of the community in a fast growing city in Kerala. The criteria was to select a context that has a strong neighborhood as well as a large inflow of people. Metro system as a major component of multimodal transit system has been significantly developed in cities with larger population and makes life easier. The introduction of Kochi Metro has introduced a new transportation culture in the city. The idea is to introduce a community recreation center in an urban area like Cochin as part of a metro station which caters a large inflow of people. A community recreation center is a building that is open to the public where meetings are held, sports are played, and there are activities available for children, youth, working class, families, and senior citizens. A recreation center enhances a community by providing opportunities for education, interaction, and community learning. It also promotes an active and healthy lifestyle and mental and emotional well being in people. Now, why Kochi Metro? The introduction of Kochi Metro has gradually decreased Kochi traffic, and the increase in the ridership shows the changes in transportation culture of the city. The development of metro routes takes place in four phases. The second phase will be opened by 2022. This is the existing metro line from Peta to Alua. Now, I have considered three major existing metro stations in Kochi. The criteria for selection of the site are that the metro station should be located at a major residential zone, there should be availability of land near the metro station, and should be a rising urban area which invites a large inflow of people on a daily basis. The first one is Edapalli metro station and is one of the busiest stations in Kochi as it is already connected to the entertainment center which is Lulu Mall and the lack of major residential zone, the feasibility of a community center is less here. Now moving to Alua metro station which is a major transportation hub, the lack of availability of land reduces the possibility of community center. Now, Kalamassery metro station is located in the major industrial zone of Kochi. The residential population is comparatively less. Now, why Kakanad metro station? Moving to the second phase of metro, it has an extension to Kakanad. The route connects JNN Stadium of Info Park with 9 intermediate stations. Kakanad being a major residential zone, a community center can cater a large inflow of people. Kakanada is a growing urban space with an active residential zone, info park, smart city, Cochin economic zone, and eminent health and educational facilities. The Kerala Metro Rail Limited has proposed an entertainment city in the 18 acres land near the proposed metro station at Paramugal. The land located near the NGO Quarters Junction will be connected to the metro station by a skywalk. The proposal is put forward by KMRL as an additional source of revenue. Now, why not an entertainment center? Entertainment centers offers a combination of retail and entertainment. And Kochi has many entertainment centers like Lulu Mall and Oberon Mall. While entertainment center caters a specific user group, a community recreation center provides facility for all user groups irrespective of age. It acts as a platform for education, interaction, and recreation. My aim is to reinterpret metro stations as a public space in a fast-growing city like Cochin. Now, moving to the context study in a macro level analysis, the site is located near NGO Quarters Junction, Trikakara Municipality, Kakanad. and it is located in the residential zone of the Trikakara municipality. The site is adjacent to the NGO quarters roundabout and is divided into two by a road connecting to the Kakanad junction. This is a macro level analysis of the 4-meter radius around the site. The first one is the build use map, and as we can see, 80% of the context is residential buildings. It includes individual households, apartments, and hostels, which are majorly used by students and working class. Now, moving to the height distribution, due to the presence of smart city and info park, most of the buildings are residential, and they are basically G or G plus 1, and most of the commercials are G plus 2 floors. Hostels and institutions are mainly G plus 2 and G plus 3 floors. Most of the single story structures are small scale shops like tea shops, electronic shops, workshops, etc. Now, moving to the vehicular network parking, a network map, the presence of many bus stops around the site creates an easy access for the people around. The NGO Cottage Junction is a major residential junction which consists of bus stop, auto stand, and vehicular parking. The proximity of the site to the NGO Cottage Junction makes it easy to access. There are no much parking areas for two-wheelers and four-wheelers. This is the only one available, and facilities for parking to be given in the site. Now moving to the micro level analysis. As we can see in the build use map, both sides of the site is located by residential zones. And looking at the activity mapping, the both sides are basically retail and retail plus market. And these are the pictures of the context. And looking at the lighting, the site is well lit with streetlights around the site in all roads, approximately at an interval of 4 meters, and is also lit by the high mast provided in the NGO quarters junction. The next is vehicular circulation. The main road which divides the site into two is a bus road, and all other roads can be accessed by a four-wheeler. And the pedestrian circulation is this, and it is accessible by pedestrians throughout the site, around the site. And a section is shown here with the context to understand the height distribution around the site. Now, moving to the site analysis, the site is located in NGO Quarters Junction, Kakanad, and the site area is almost 7 acres and 28 cent. The site is well accessed by all modes of transportation, and the nearest railway station is Ernakulam South Railway Station, and the Cochin International Airport is 23.4 kilometers away, and the proposed Paramugal metro station is at 400-meter distance from the site. Now, moving to the climate is almost tropical and has significant rainfall almost on all months of the year. And the site consists of a large number of grown trees. The trees in the site should be considered as they're the only one main green area in the site. And as of the site condition now, the site was occupied by 21 NGO quarters before. 2 years back, the buildings were demolished as part of the proposed project, and the quarters have been relocated. The main area of the site is fenced, and the site is not used for a long time. Now it has become a waste dumping area. Now this is the site. All the trees are marked, and this is a site section showing the contour. Now, moving to the case studies, my first case study is Manav Sadhana Activity Center. It was selected to study a site-specific project that caters a community and to study the integration of different activities for different age groups. My next case study is Delhi Hat INA. The criteria for selection is to study the integration of craft, food, and cultural activities near a metro exit, and also to study the circulation and services provided in a marketplace. The next case study is Delhi Hat Janakpuri, and the site is selected based on the recent to study the recently designed craft village in an urban scenario, and also to study the circulation through the use of levels in a market environment. The next is Law Garden in Ahmedabad. I chose this case study to study a park with flexible market space and to study how the community use a garden for recreational purposes. The next one is Noida City Center, which I chose to study an entertainment center located near a metro station. And the next one is Clearview Community Recreation Center, which is my literature case study. And I chose this to study the facilities and areas given in a community recreation center. Now, moving on to the inference, starting with Manav Sadhana Activity Center. The first one is that the buildings can identify a relation with the local context. So the use of locally available base materials and the involvement of community in the construction process creates a relation with the people and the building. And the next one is that a central plaza becomes a flexible and most used space in the area, and a community center can uplift the community, and in an activity center, shaded open space are the most used space by the public. Now, moving to Delhi Hat INA, the planning of spaces can be determined by the site condition. For example, a nalla passes through the center of the site. The portion is closed and is used as a central axis, and the build structures are zoned on the periphery. And the next inference is that a market itself can create an idea about the culture of the place, and the proximity to public transport can increase the flow of people towards the heart. This Delhi Hearth is located near a metro exit. This makes it the most used hearth compared to other Delhi Hearths located in Janakpuri and Pitampura. Now, moving to the Delhi Hat Janakpuri, the division of spaces to different zones according to the functions makes the circulation easy. The use of different levels becomes a design element, and the use of both natural and modern building materials adds on a major design element. Now, moving to the Law Garden, a park with a well-designed jogging track is a center in the center of the city is used widely by the citizens. Flexible craft shops help different vendors to use the spaces, and flexible spaces can be used for parking as well. Now, moving to Noida city center, proximity to the metro station increases the flow of people to the entertainment center, and craft shops, parks, and kids play area works as a recreation zone of the entertainment center. Now, the proximity to neighborhood zones increase the flow of people to the community center as per Clearview Community Center, and the use of transparent facades in spaces like library adds to the value of spaces as there is a view. And zoning of activities according to user groups makes the spaces easily accessible by the people. Now, moving to the area programming, the people from the neighborhood are from the community is about 2,000 people with 1,000 adults, 300 children, and 700 senior citizens from the census report. And the metro users can be almost 250 people are expected to get down at the proposed Paramugal metro station. And according to this, the facilities are divided into children, working class, senior citizens, women, and common facilities. And the corresponding area programming is also provided. Now, moving to the zoning. This is my zoning sheet. The drawing shows the context, uh, the context of my site in a radius of about 400 meters. As we can see, my site is located adjacent to the NGO contest roundabout and is divided into two by a main road and secondary roads runs throughout the site. Both the sides of the site is purely residential and the area acts as a civic core of the neighborhood and is easily accessed by bus, auto, metro and by foot. I have divided the site into two based on user groups, one for the daily users, which includes co-working spaces, daycare, after school activities, training centers, library, and health center. And the other one for the public leisure activities, which are temporary, which are mainly temporary structures. Which are like commercial streets, parks, the facilities to conduct outdoor activities, etc. The orange line is a jogging track which runs throughout the site and connects different facilities. The admin block is located here as the main entry to the site and is also connected to the proposed metro station by a skywalk. The market area or the commercial street is located such that there is an easy access from the residential zone and will be easy for the people who uses the metro. The co-working space is located here such that most of the techies live in the nearby apartments and shown in the model here and it will be easily accessible for them. The health center is located here such that it gets an easy access from the main road. And the after school activities are located such that there is an easy access from the nearby school, which is here. And all the buildings are located around a central plaza. And this is a model of the site context, which I did in 1:1000 scale. So in the site context, the site is located surrounded by commercial activities and active neighborhood. I have considered the project to act as an urban oasis for an escape from the stress of urban life. The main building materials are laterite, bamboo, and wood. So as we look into the site is the only green area in the neighborhood, and I didn't want to change that about the site. I placed the buildings without disturbing the existing ecology of the site. I've also limited the parking to the periphery of this site and made the site entirely pedestrian. Next is my site layout. And the building shape is chosen to break the monotony of the nearby rectangle concrete structures. So moving to the site layout, this is a main entry to the site and the admin block is connected to the proposed metro station by a skywalk and the main parking facility is given here. And as it can be easily used by the people using the metro. The jogging track starts from the first floor of the admin block and comes down as a ramp and moves through the market area, which is also my special topic. And there is a pets park and people can take their pets along, and the jogging track is connected to the neighborhood by a sub road, and this path acts as an axis that connects both the neighborhood, and there is a bamboo pavilion structure that acts as an urban plaza. The terrace can be accessed through a bamboo stairway, and the steps and seating of OIT starts from this level. This is where the jogging track enters the other part of the site and is connected to the first floor of the co-working space, which includes gym, and thus there is a connection from the outdoor gym area to the jogging track. Then the jogging track acts as a green roof bridge connecting to the terrace of the food court and comes down to the children's playground. This is the entrance of the daycare and training center, and the first floor consists of after school classes, which we can come down to the central plaza. The library has an entrance from the main road, and separate parking facility is provided for the health center. All buildings are designed such that there is a viewing point to the urban plaza from each of the buildings. There is a side section which is shown here. And this is a side section along the context, and this is the main road which divides the site into two. And this is the section around the public area of the site. And here, this is the market area, this is a pets park, and this is the uh, main park, and this is the bamboo pavilion which comes down to the uh, open air theater. And this is the front elevation of the site, and this is the side elevation of the with the metro station connecting to the admin log through a skywalk. Now moving to the library block. The ground floor acts as an exhibition hall with two main exhibition halls that can be converted to one using a foldable partition, two small exhibition halls, and an open exhibition area is also provided. The first floor consists of the library, which include conference room, discussion rooms, and open reading spaces. The library opens to a reading pavilion, which has a view towards the urban plaza. The building encloses existing trees, which adds to the ambience of the building, and these are the section and elevation of the library block. Now moving to the daycare daycare and training center. The daycare and women's training center is given in the ground floor, and after school activities are provided in the first floor. The left side from the entrance is the children's section, which includes a daycare hall which opens into an indoor open play area. The wooden deck leads this wooden deck leads the classrooms for the toddlers, and there is a direct access to the outdoor play area. The other side of the entrance consists of different classrooms and training rooms for adults to learn languages, music, instruments, etc. The training hall is mainly for Kurumbashree unit to learn new skills and also to make products. The first floor is for school-going children, and it consists of classrooms. The other side consists of skill learning classes, and there is an open area in the first floor. The elevation showing the stepped walkway is shown here. The next is the food court. This is a food court which consists of 9 kitchens, which are extended, which are rented by different restaurants. The seating area is semi-open and adjacent to waterscaping, providing a cooling atmosphere. The sections are given here. Now, the next is a co-working space, which includes 4 co-working rooms with 2 different seating arrangements, in which each can be used by 25 workers at a time. 2 of them can be used as a single by a single company, as they can be converted into one main space using foldable partitions. There is also a common outdoor space for co-working, and can be used by individuals and group workers. Conference room, pantry, etc., along with discussion rooms are provided. There is also path that connects to the outdoor play area. The stair consisting of impulse seating arrangements can be used by the people to work. The first floor consists of board games, gym, and open gym. A separate changing room is given for both men and women. Now, moving to the admin health care center. The next is the health center, which consists of checkup rooms and three doctors' rooms and a pharmacy. A yoga hall is also provided. In the first floor, it is mainly for therapy sessions, and meditation halls is also provided along with individual and group therapy sessions. Elevation is shown here. And the next is the admin. Uh, the ground floor mainly consists of meeting halls and community welfare offices. The first floor consists of a cafe, which is mainly used by the metro users. Now, moving on to the view, this is the main view to the site, which includes both parts, and this is the uh, site used by people on a daily basis, and this is the urban plaza, and this this is different viewing points from different buildings. This shows the jogging track along with the urban plaza. This is the this is the bridge that connects to the food court, and these are the views from the uh, these are the views on the other side of the site. Now moving to the landscape plan, this is the landscape plan, and I have divided the site into four, and this is part one, and I have mentioned roof plan, different types of payments, existing trees and plant trees, and the landscape features provided. This is part two. These both are on the public side, and next this is part 3, and the street lights and the lighting provided in the landscape is also shown here. Now this is a service plan, the parking facility, which is for about 0.10 cars, the service road, electrical room, and the use of solar panels are also shown in the service plan. Now moving to the special topic. The next is my special topic, which is a modular market space. So modular basically means the repeated usage of a model and is easily installed in the site. So the market area has two parts, which is the market arcade and the stalls. The stalls are made of bamboo and can be transformed into 2x and 3x according to the need of the seller. Using lumber beams and ties, we can divide it into 2x and 3x. And the market arcade is a semi-covered arcade with solar panels on top as a power sources and shading devices. Adaptable counters like these can be used according to the preference of the seller. Thank you.